Alright, so I've been wanting to do some different videos for a while now, and when I mean different videos, just have some stuff planned, but I need to talk about this. This Brandon Aiyuk stuff is getting crazy. So in case you're watching this video and you're a football fan, which you probably are if you're watching this video, and you somehow don't know who Brandon Aiyuk is, or you need a refresher on how good he is, well, he was drafted in the first round in 2020, and he showed some flashes of potential in his first two seasons, and then in 2022, he hit his first 1,000-yard season, but last season, he made the Pro Bowl team, was one of the best receivers in the NFL, and was a huge part on why the 49ers almost won the Super Bowl last season. And entering this offseason, Brandon Aiyuk was one of many big-name wide receivers to be eligible for a contract extension. But a few weeks and a few contract talks later, Aiyuk was still not signing a long-term contract extension, and he basically just said he wants to be paid more. Yeah, pretty much. He wants to be paid what he deserves. And ever since then, this whole entire offseason, there have been so many rumors of Aiyuk being traded, and a lot of signs that he will be traded. Like, for example, in the draft, they decided to draft Ricky Pearsall, a receiver from Florida, in the first round, which, of all receivers to draft in the first round, Xavier Leggett was still available, so was Keon Coleman and Adonai Mitchell, and they went with Ricky Pearsall. I don't really understand it. Aiyuk was also skipping OTAs and mandatory minicamp, which I could be wrong on this, but from my memory, a lot of veterans skip on these stuff, but I could be wrong, so take that with a grain of salt. I mean, it's been such a weird offseason with him. He's not going to sign this contract extension, but he also says he wants to stay with the team, but he's also giving clues that he wants to be traded. What's the actual truth here? He hasn't really publicly demanded one yet, so I just dropped something, don't mind that. But it's just been a really strange offseason. What is going on in San Francisco? What's his opinion? What's the deal here? And like I said, he hadn't demanded a trade until a few weeks ago on July 16th when he told the 49ers he did not want to be there anymore. However, the 49ers still wanted him. When he first requested a trade, he said his ideal options were the Steelers and the Commanders, which Steelers makes sense. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're a very historic franchise. And then he says the Washington Commanders, which they are an historic franchise, but they have been in complete garbage the last 20 years. Which, yeah, I just don't understand why Brandon Aiyuk would want to go there. Like I said earlier, the 49ers wanted to keep Aiyuk, which they didn't want to trade him and weren't willing to trade him until about 7 hours ago of this recording when they said they were willing to trade Aiyuk and they were open for trade options. And ever since the 49ers said that they were willing to trade Brandon Aiyuk, it has been complete chaos. One of the teams to enter the mix for the Brandon Aiyuk sweepstakes are the Cleveland Browns, and there have been rumors that they are willing to trade away Amari Cooper for Brandon Aiyuk, and I know this tweet says otherwise, but if that's actually true, I think that's pretty dumb. I think there are better ways, better options to trade for Brandon Aiyuk and not just straight up give away Amari Cooper, because he's still a great wide receiver. I would throw in a first round pick. I think a first round pick, maybe a few other picks, some cash, whatever. That's a lot better than just straight up giving away Amari Cooper, because now you would be missing out on a Brandon Aiyuk, Amari Cooper duo. Not only that, but you're basically replacing a pretty good receiver with another pretty good receiver who maybe is a little better. Another team in the Brandon Aiyuk sweepstakes are the Patriots, and I think this would be a very good option. Very great move for the Patriots. Give your young quarterback and Drake May a true number one receiver, because you look at the guys, I have no idea who the best receiver on that team is. Brandon Aiyuk would be miles better than them, but sounds like he does not want to go there, which I don't blame him. But there seems to be one last team in the sweepstakes as of right now, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's one of the two original teams that Aiyuk wanted to go to, and if the Steelers are willing to trade for him and the Commanders so far haven't, yeah, I think it'd be a done deal there. Aiyuk with the Steelers, that would be you get the point. It'd be pretty good. This is a pretty short video. I just wanted to get all that out of the way. It's been a crazy situation with Brandon Aiyuk. The Commanders, they need to step in, because it does sound like Brandon Aiyuk wants to go there. That's one of his two teams that he said he would be happy to go to, and the Commanders need to step in. Jaden Daniels, Austin Eckler we can kind of forget about. Terry McLaurin, Brandon Aiyuk, that's a very good 1-2 punch at receiver, and you never know, that team and the Commanders, a team like that, they could be pretty good in 2024 or 2025. if they get Brandon Aiyuk, the Commanders, you need to step in. Also, looks at the 49ers, well, it doesn't look like it's been proven that the 49ers have finally given in Aiyuk's requests and wishes, and they were finally going to trade him. And it just shows that in today's day and age of sports, if a player wants to leave an organization, if they are unhappy with the situation they're in, you have to trade him, or else it's not going to be well. I remember 2 seasons ago when the Falcons wanted to trade Deshaun Watson for Matt Ryan, which probably would have been catastrophic for them, but anyway, Matt Ryan was not happy afterwards, and the Falcons had no choice but to trade him away and have a guy like Mariota starting for the 2022. That's pretty much it for this video. This situation is kind of crazy. If the 49ers do end up trading him away, it will hurt. He's a very valuable asset, but I mean, they still have guys like Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, CMC. I'm sure they're going to be okay unless just everything goes wrong and everyone gets injured, which honestly could happen. A lot of those guys are very injury prone, but whoever gets Brandon Aiyuk, they are going to have a total upgrade. I know I've been glazing him like he's a top 5 receiver in the NFL. He's not, but he is a pretty good receiver. But anyways, that's about it. Bye.